Golden Bachelorette Jonathan Rone found love after show. November 7, 2024. Hello, Bachelor Nation news fans. Welcome back to the channel. Golden Bachelorette fan favorite Jonathan Rone will not be the next Golden Bachelor. Many fans were hoping to see him take on the leading role for Season 2. However, he revealed to the world that he has found love and is very happy. What exactly did he share? Keep reading to find out more. Jonathan Rone found love after the Golden Bachelorette. Golden Bachelorette fan favorite Jonathan Rone has found love following the time he spent with Joan Vassos on the show. The highly anticipated Men Tell All aired on Wednesday night, and fans learned that he is in a relationship. Jonathan shared that he did meet someone after the show and is very happy. Extra TV spoke with him about what has been going on in his life and about his time on the show. He's happy where life has led him. He didn't find love with Joan, but he did learn a lot from his time with her. Some of the things he learned he will carry with him into his new relationship. He shared that he learned a lot about communication and being vulnerable, which will be very useful moving forward. So far, Jonathan has not shared his new lady's identity. He admits having fear and self-doubt. Jonathan was asked about whether or not he had any regrets about his time on the Golden Bachelorette. He immediately shook his head and said no regrets at all. Jonathan Rone is grateful for his time on the show, and it did teach him a lot. However, in the beginning, he did admit he had some fear and self-doubt. The self-doubt was in regard to thinking he might not be good enough. He stepped out of his comfort zone and doesn't regret it at all. In fact, he says if he had not been a part of the show, he notes he would have regretted it. Jonathan gained a lot from his time on the Golden Bachelorette. Not only did he meet Joan and get some great experiences, including being named prom king, but he also made some lifelong friends. The men have all remained very close. As for who he thinks would be a good choice for Joan to be with, Jonathan says between Chalk Chapel and Guy Gansert, he thinks that perhaps the best pick for Joan is Guy. Do you agree with him? What do you think about Jonathan revealing he found love after the show? Stay tuned for more updates. Today, we're diving into the exciting post-show life of Golden Bachelorette fan favorite Jonathan Rone. Although many fans were hoping to see Jonathan take on the leading role as the next Golden Bachelor, he recently revealed that he has found love outside the show. Let's explore the details of Jonathan's journey and the important life lessons he gained along the way. Jonathan Rone finds love after the Golden Bachelorette. When Jonathan Rone stepped into the world of the Golden Bachelorette, he was looking to make a connection and potentially find the love of his life. While he didn't end up with Joan Vassos, the show's lead, Jonathan has still found a happy ending. In a candid interview on Men Tell All, which aired on Wednesday night, Jonathan revealed that he has entered a new relationship post-show. Jonathan didn't share many details about his new partner, keeping her identity private for now, but he did express that he's genuinely happy with how things turned out. He didn't find lasting love with Joan, yet the experience gave him invaluable lessons and growth that he is bringing into his new relationship. Jonathan mentioned that being part of the Golden Bachelorette taught him to be more open and vulnerable, qualities he's grateful to have strengthened. Embracing vulnerability and learning valuable lessons. Opening up about his experience, Jonathan shared that one of the biggest takeaways from his time with Joan was the importance of honest communication. He admitted that prior to joining the show, he had a tendency to keep his feelings guarded, fearing judgment or rejection. However, the Golden Bachelorette gave him a safe environment to step out of his comfort zone and confront those fears. I realized that being vulnerable doesn't mean being weak. It means being strong enough to show who you really are, Jonathan said in his interview. Joan helped me understand that being open with someone you care about is the only way to build real, lasting connections. No regrets, only growth. When asked if he had any regrets about his journey on the Golden Bachelorette, Jonathan shook his head with a smile. Despite experiencing self-doubt early on, he was grateful for everything that unfolded. He reflected on how, at the beginning, he had moments where he felt he might not be good enough or worthy of capturing Joan's attention. But instead of letting those insecurities hold him back, Jonathan decided to embrace the experience fully. "I think if I hadn't taken that leap of faith to go on the show, I would have always wondered what could have been," he explained. "Yes, it was nerve-wracking, and I definitely had moments of doubt, but I'd choose to do it all over again in a heartbeat." Jonathan's bravery ultimately rewarded him with something even more meaningful than a romantic relationship with Joan. He made lifelong friendships with the other men in the house and walked away with greater self-confidence and a stronger sense of who he is. During his time on The Golden Bachelorette, Jonathan shared many memorable moments with his fellow contestants. From heartfelt conversations to lighthearted antics, the group became a close-knit family, supporting each other through the highs and lows of the competition. One highlight for Jonathan was being crowned prom king during a playful group date, an honor that made him feel genuinely appreciated by his peers. Jonathan's friendship with the other men on the show has only grown stronger since filming Wrapped. They've all stayed in touch, frequently meeting up to reminisce about their experiences on the show. Together, they've celebrated each other's accomplishments and provided support when times get tough, proving that The Golden Bachelorette gave them more than just a shot at love, it gave them a brotherhood. As for Joan's journey, Jonathan only wishes her the best. Reflecting on her remaining suitors, Jonathan admitted that he felt Joan had a particularly strong connection with two of the men, Chalk Chapel and Guy Gansert. When asked who he thought might be the best fit for her, he suggested that Guy would be the most compatible based on the chemistry he observed during their time together. "Guy just seems to bring out a side of Joan that's happy and relaxed," Jonathan noted. "There's a calmness between them, and I think that could be a great foundation for something lasting." While Jonathan is keeping the identity of his new love under wraps, fans can't help but speculate about who this lucky woman might be. Could she be someone from his past who reconnected with him after watching his journey on the show? Or perhaps a new acquaintance who was drawn to the vulnerable, open-hearted man we saw on screen? Whatever the case may be, Jonathan's choice to keep his relationship private has only added to the intrigue. He's expressed gratitude for the support he's received from fans, and he's excited to see what the future holds for both him and his partner.